Okay, Dave Hahn joins me from Manheim Central here, EasternPAFootball.com interview room here at the LNP Lancaster Lebanon League Media Day. That is quite a mouthful.
Yes, it is. How you doing?
Good. It's great to see you. I'll tell you what, a whole new experience for you guys, this year in that, you lost some key players, but boy, it sure looks like you got a lot coming back.
Yeah, we're excited about the kids we got coming back. We're going to be a different team. We're going to look different, but we're excited.
When you say look different, I mean much more ground and pound, or
it may be a throwback to barren days of the past, absolutely. So I think that's where our strength is, in our offensive line, in our H's. We've got 3 different H's. We got 3 linemen back. 4 linemen back. One's kind of converted to our H, which is like a tight end, H-back position. And then we have another senior that's really come along in the program that will be on the line, and then another junior who's a strong, smart kid that's really picked things up fast. So, we haven't had that in a little bit. We've had some success on the line, but we haven't had it to where our line's kind of been the lead. And right now they are, which is good because we have a young quarterback who needs reps, and this will help him get settled in and hopefully be successful.
And I've always marveled at coaches such as yourself that mold their team or their philosophy around the players that they have. And the other thing is that it's a really innate skill of coaches to have that covered so it isn't bare, that, over a period of time, you're planning to make sure that this guy has enough reps so that when the time comes, he can step in, right?
Yeah. I think one of the things that's important that we try to do every year is identify what our strengths are, what are we good at, and then try to build the offense and the defense around that. Sometimes in coaching, you know what you know, and that's what you want to run. But that's not always successful, and that's why you'll see teams that kind of go up and down, they peak and they valley. And I think with us, we try to stay on top by doing what our kids can do, not just doing what we know. So we got to be versatile because our kids change every year.
And speaking of changing, you've got a new section and a new classification.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit overhyped about the change, though. For us, we're in Section 3, and I get it. We've never been in Section 3 before. But if you look at our teams, you got Cocalico, Solanco, Garden Spot.
Weiser.
Conrad Weiser and Fleetwood are new to us. Okay, but everybody else in the section, that's an old Section 2. So it's, to us, it's familiar territory. Actually, we're probably playing more teams from the past this coming year than we have in the last couple of years. So it's a welcome change. Now our non-league schedule, that's a little different. Now some of these teams we haven't played on ever, and it's been a while since we've played Ephrata, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, and Ephrata, about teams that have kind of risen up, and that Ephrata has been a program that has done that. How great is it the way that the Lancaster Lebanon League works to make sure that teams are slotted so that they can develop themselves, okay? That when, programs that are somewhat down, that they kind of put them in the right spot so they can elevate and get some culture.
You kind of stumped me. I don't know how awesome that is. I mean, to me, we work awfully hard. There's a lot of programs that work awfully hard to stay on top. And that's more of an internal problem for each program. If they're not, that's not the league's responsibility to get them to the top. Because then I feel like, well, what are you doing for us to keep us at the top? Like, we're working our tails off. So, it is what it is. And we're going to continue to do what we do regardless of what the league does to get other teams on top.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Dave, it's always a pleasure to watch you and your coaching staff work. And it is going to be a new look, Manheim Central, from what we've been accustomed to looking at over the last couple of years. So it should be a lot of fun. Thanks for your time, Dave.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. More interviews to come. Thanks.